US President Donald Trump has reiterated that India is cutting back the Russian oil imports completely as he announced sanctions targeting Moscow's oil giants Rosneft and Lukoil ahead of his upcoming meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping in South Korea. Trump expressed hope that the discussions would yield a complete deal. The visit comes amid heightened tensions between the US and China over trade, technology, and raw material restrictions, increasing pressure on both the nations to reach an agreement that could pause the ongoing trade war. Trump has further stated that China is cutting back very substantially on the purchase of Russian oil and that India is cutting back completely and we've done sanctions. I am once again joined by my colleague Brian Thomas. Brian, Trump and Xi Jinping are expected to meet on the sidelines of the ASEAN summit in Malaysia. Do you think that they can finally find a common ground in terms of trade and oil?
Well, yes. As of now, even US President Donald Trump reiterated that India has completely halted its imports of Russian oil, as Washington also announced new sanctions targeting Moscow's energy giants like Rosneft and Lukoil. And when he was also speaking ahead of his upcoming meeting with Chinese President Xi in South Korea, Trump said that he was very hopeful that the talks would lead to a very complete and a very long deal. And this visit also comes amid this heightened tensions between both US and China over trade, technology, restrictions on critical raw materials, mounting pressure on both sides to reach an accord that could ease the ongoing trade war. And not only that, Trump always had asserted the fact that China is cutting back very substantially on the purchase of Russian oil and India is cutting back completely, and they have imposed sanctions. That's what Trump even said earlier, yes.
All right, Brian, thank you for those inputs.